Hi you guys, it's your girl Mickey J and I'm back with another video. In this video, we will be talking about decentering men from your life and building a life that you can be proud of. And in this video, I wanted to share a story of my personal life, and hopefully with telling this story, it helps out different women. And the ultimate goal of this channel is to help women guide their way through their dating life, their lives in general, and their self-love journey. It helps you and it will guide you through some of the mishaps, or maybe you can learn through my mistakes. Now, in the later half of 2023, no, actually, let's be completely honest. 2023 was a really rough year for me in general. It was like, if I could name that year seemed like it was a transition for me. I finally was able to quit the job that I hated. Like, I'm pretty sure I talked about this job multiple times on my channel. I just was not feeling fulfilled. I was feeling tired. I feel like I wasn't living my life to the fullest, like living for yourself or feeling like you're actually living your life to the fullest potential. And if you guys hear other noise, it's my mom's dog that is on the ground and he's playing with his toys. So let's get back to the story. I quit the job that I hated, and I did not have a job for 2, 3, 4 months. And now I'm working a job that I'm feeling a lot more fulfilled. I'm learning a lot more, and it's opening up my eyes to different opportunities. Went through the transition of leaving the job that I hated and getting a job that I love now. And I also, throughout 2023, I was in a 8-year relationship, and my relationship that I was in for such a long time that ended. This person is not a bad person whatsoever. He made mistakes, I made mistakes, and it was really the result of trying to make something work that was never meant to work. You can see when you're not supposed to be, you're not compatible with somebody, and then trying to force compatibility. Or you're just in a relationship because, oh, we've been with each other for so long, this person is so familiar to me, I don't want to start over. You hear these stories and you be like, the streets is crazy outside. This is a comfort person. And I found myself not putting myself first when it came to this relationship. I felt like I was doing whatever was necessary to keep that relationship, where it wasn't something that was meant to last. I felt like I was forcing it. Throughout that relationship, I was building my relationship with God at the same time. And this is why I feel like it's so important to listen to what God's message is, because I really truly believe, and I tell this to my friends, and I talk to my family about it. I believe if I truly was listening to God, God told me that relationship wasn't going to work the first year of me being in that relationship. I don't want to say I wasted 8 years. I feel like I have 8 years worth of experience of things that this person taught me. But if you really listen to God's message, a lot of those things could have been prevented, or I could have saved myself a lot of heartache, experienced different things in those 8 years, but I don't regret what I've learned. And then with building my relationship with God, I kept hearing it. I kept hearing, this is not a relationship that's going to be fulfilling to you. This person is not who God intended you to be with, because I was watching videos, and I was listening to the pastor. I was going to the church, and the messaging, you know how God will talk through messages just to get you to understand. And to the point of, I used to have dreams every night. I don't know whether it was God telling me that my the vision that he had for me was in danger, if or was it like if I wasn't like if I was I not chasing my passion, that would be in danger for me. But it touched me on such a psychological level that it literally, he would not leave. Like, it's not, oh, he's gonna turn my back on me. God's always gonna be there for you. And throughout that process, I was trying to learn myself. I was trying to grow myself. I was reading self-help books. I was reading audiobooks. I was trying to go to church. I was listening to discernments on YouTube. I was watching videos of trying to just grow myself because I just felt like I wasn't receiving that in my person. And I don't want to say like he wasn't a person of that I feel like I could talk to, but like you can feel when you guys are growing at a different rate, and where you feel like you're overdoing it. I feel like when you're with the right person, they're pushing you to be a better person, and you guys make each other better. I feel like sometimes it felt like, when you're like, when you have the little wagon and you're like pulling things along rather than it's progressively like you're growing together. A lot of things I was not putting my boundaries as more important. Like, it's certain things that I did then that I would never do now. And with going through that relationship, and that relationship ended in like the later part of 2023. I want to say like around the holidays of 2023. Knew that things just needed to end. And you know how we'll be in a relationship, like women in general, we can be in a relationship and mentally leave a relationship months before we actually leave. And that day, it was just time to go. It was just not the time to do it. Like, it was like, I don't have the capacity no more. I don't have anything else to give you. It's over with. Leaving him after 8 years of being in a relationship was the hardest thing that I have ever done, because with leaving that person also was a safe space for me. Like, he felt like home. You know how hard it is to leave somebody that felt like home to you? That, like, it was just the hardest thing. It was like, sometimes it feels like the hardest thing is to choose yourself over anybody else. And I know sometimes people will get to this in this day of age in general. People will get to the point where they will make it seem like it's so easy to be selfish. Or in general, I know it's like different type of people. It's different type of personalities types and all different things. But for me, it is so hard being such a person with a big good heart, somebody that's a giver, somebody that is a lover, somebody that just strives to be in relationship. It was such a hard thing. And you know what the right thing is. You know that you should put yourself first. And sometimes the hardest thing is to be like, you know what? The biggest thing I had to learn with me turning 25, I turned 25 last year, was you have to put your emotions, like, you gotta low-key put your emotions in a box. Like, I'm not saying don't feel your emotions, but you cannot let your feelings be more important than your actions. Like, your mind should act first before your heart does, because sometimes your heart will put you in a messed up situation just because you felt some type of way. Or you can mess up really great relationships just because, based off of how you feel. And it's not about saying that you shouldn't feel your emotions, that your emotions shouldn't be validated. It's about saying, okay, I can feel this emotion, but it should not be such a decision maker. Like, it should not be such a factor that it overrules everything else that is logical. And I had to move out of the apartment, my apartment. I loved my apartment, but I felt like it's a lot of things that are attached to that place. Like, a lot of things hold trauma. Like, I was crying every day, or I would cry every week, or I would have a weekly breakdown every week in that place. And I could feel the sorrow in that place, and all that, the memories. I like, it's furniture I had to throw out because it just holds so many memories and things that it just had to change. I ended up moving out of my apartment that I lived in because we lived together. And I moved back in with my mom. You know what's how hard it is to, from being an independent adult and growing as a person and having your own, like, your own accomplishments, to go back home. That is the hardest thing. And I knew, because if I was going off of my emotions, I would have been like, oh well, I want my independence, I want to be this, I want to be that. If I went off of emotion, then I wouldn't have seen that living back at home would have been the best solution for me. Like, it was a chance for me to fix my credit. It was a chance for me to save money. It was a chance for me to get what was making me happy again. Like, I think it is a lot of times when you do get in a relationship and you don't know yourself, it's hard for you to be able to see what is important to yourself. Like, you will look at your goals as a relationship way bigger, like way more than you look at your goals as a person. As like, you as a single person, your goals might get lost in the funk if you not thinking, you're just thinking about, oh, what are we gonna do, what are our goals, we're gonna get this house, we're gonna get married. And it's a lot of things with the whole idea of marriage and this whole idea of what a woman's role in life is. And I'll probably do another video like in depth with that. But with the idea of decentering men, you just gotta take one day at a time. I had to block. I couldn't see him. I couldn't talk to him. We can't be friends. Nothing. I had to be by myself. Like, and it's so hard because I had been in a relationship for 8 years. Like, I hadn't been by myself. I had lived by myself. It was so hard. And it's kind of like easier with, if you hadn't been in a relationship for a long period of time, because you had periods in between of you just being, and then it's just being you. But it was so hard to do that. And I definitely, when I did come back home and I moved my stuff back into my mom's house, I definitely had periods of time where I would just be like, you know what, you gotta turn some music on, and you just gotta cry in your room. Like, it's the hardest experience, something I really had to just push through. I was like, just like pushing myself into my work. But I also was like making goals for myself. Like, hey, if I'm gonna stay here for a certain period of time, I'm gonna be here for a certain amount of months. I want to map out how I want to save things. I want to have this done by a certain period of time. I want to move out by this time. I want to have this, and that when I do move out, so I'm in a better position later on. I try to build routines, and that will be, I know I just went through like a really long rant, but that would be number one of decentering men for your life. Build routines, and building structure was the biggest thing that I did to decenter the men from my life. Me building a skincare routine, me having a morning routine, me going to work, and I have a routine when I get to my desk at work, so that I feel feel energized in the morning. I feel happy when I go to work, and then I go through work. I have my routine when I come home, and I just like decompress, and I lay down, I relax, cook. Then you have your routine when you go to sleep. If you have your day mapped out, you shouldn't be sitting up there waiting on a man to answer, to text your phone, or waiting for a man to call you and see how your day is. You have a routine, like focusing on a routine. Like in the morning, I would make sure, like, okay, because I'm really slow in the morning. I would go and I'll, like, if I have to be, because my routine, I have to be at work at 7. I'm waking up at 5. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get in the shower. I set like 15-20 minutes of me just lounging around. I have my clothes ready, and then I get dressed. I don't drive, so I'll call my Uber by a certain period of time. I ride in the Uber. I put my headphones in. I got my playlist for because I think it takes me like 15 minutes to get to work from my house. So from here to there, I got my playlist. I'm hyping myself up. I got my song that I play every morning. I'm listening to podcasts. I'm listening to audiobooks, all these different things. Then I get to work. When I get to work, I set my computer up. I have my lotion at my desk. I have my hand sanitizer. I drink Red Bull. I have my like, I know people drink coffee or stuff like that. I have my Red Bull. I set everything up. I clean everything off my desk. I wipe everything down. And I start getting my day started at work. I'm checking in patients. I'm talking to different people. I have a smile on my face. I look good. I put my makeup on, you know what I'm saying? Then I go through all the work. I work my 8 hours. I come home. Now I'm prioritizing going to the gym. So now maybe every other day, in the morning, I make sure that my bag is packed, because now I'm trying to prioritize, you know what, going to the gym is just something that we do, instead of it being, oh, I don't feel like it, or I'm tired. No, I come in the house after I go to work. I call my Uber from work. I come home. I get my gym bag, I change my clothes, and I'm right back out the door, because I'm going to Planet Fitness so that I can work out. I have my routine when I go to the gym. I sit there and I do the same workout. I might do like 5 minutes on the Stairmaster, and then I'm going to do my legs, and then I'm doing my back, and then I'm doing my cardio. Then I bring my butt home. I have my clothes for when I get out of the gym. I take a shower. Then by that time, it's time to eat. My mom probably made me some food, or you know what I'm saying, or I'm gonna give me some food or whatever. I eat, and then I sit in the house. I watch me some TV, or I'll watch me a podcast, or I'll be just watching videos on YouTube, and then I take my butt to sleep. And I'm the type of person, I go to sleep with to audiobooks. I can't go to sleep to complete silence. I listen to my audiobook. I put it on the timer, and I'm in the bed by 10 o'clock. Like, do you really think I'm sitting up here waiting on a man to text me? You get me? You get what I'm saying? If you got your routines together, when are you going to have the time to sit there and think about what a man is doing? If you set goals of, hey, this year I want to be skinny, I want to sit there and I want to be fit, I want to build me a butt, I want to sit there and I want to have nice arms, I want to get my waist snatched. You have goals. As long as you implement a routine in your life, you shouldn't be sitting up there waiting on no man to give you anything. You know what I'm saying? the main point is that I'm not trying to say that you won't get sad some days, because some days I still cry. Sometimes I still be like, dang, I want somebody to be right next to me, cuddled up to me. But you know what I'm saying? Some days I also be like, dang, this bed feel nice because I ain't laying next to nobody else. I don't have to worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? And if you have those routines, I feel like it just it's not easy, but it eases the tension off of you, to be like, instead of it being like, oh, what am I gonna do? Because some days I'll be like, oh, because on the weekends I might not have nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? But I still have routines for the weekends. Like, I still might get up. I just made myself breakfast. I have my coffee. And on these days where I'm like, oh, okay, I might not have nothing planned. Guess what? I'm up here like, oh, okay, you said you want to be more consistent with YouTube. You gotta post you a video. You gotta edit. You can spend the rest of the day editing. You can sit there and make your thumbnail. You can do all these different things, and that's also you working on yourself. I'm not sitting up there, and I'm not telling you that. Like I said, I'm not trying to tell you that it's gonna be easy peasy and it's gonna be nice. And once you do this, it's not no quick fix, but it's things that you can implement into your life. And it's a lot of times where I'm like, even if I feel like I don't have nothing to do, I'll go spend time with my family. I'll go get my nieces and nephews, and I'll love on them. I'll see what they doing, see how their day is going, seeing what their plans are. Like, my niece just had her was it not, it's not a prom, but it's a dance and stuff like that. I see what they do and I spend time with them. That's what the perks of me living at home with my mom, or I'm living with my family now, is now, instead of it just being me being empty, or me feeling like, oh, I have nothing to do. If I'm not throwing on no podcast, I'm going to go see my kids. Not my kids, but I'm going to see my nieces and nephews, because they always got something to do. They always fill me up with love. Even on the days where they be irritating me sometimes, I love when they just come and get in my bed and say, oh yeah, I just want to be with my TC, or I just want to be with my auntie. And they just tell me about all the stuff they got going on. And it's so much more, it's so much better with living like this rather than being in an empty apartment by myself, where I feel like my mind would have been going crazy, or my mind would have been taken over with these dark thoughts. Being around my family is the reason why I'm okay now. Like, they talk me off the things. I'm trying to be more creative. I'll try different things on my hair, or I'll go to the beauty supply store and I'll go try something else. It's You can do painting classes. You can go do ceramics. You can go do a paint and sip. You can go and go to the mall by yourself. Go buy you some nice clothes. And my biggest thing is, and another thing that's like helping me, I'm being the biggest trick for myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm buying my stuff off of Amazon. I bought me some weights. I do the weighted exercises in the house. My mom has her dog. I go take the dog off for a walk or something, or let him run around in the yard or whatever. Or I'm going to feed him, and if I want like somebody to cuddle up with, I can cuddle up with the dog. The dog always in my face anyways. You get what I'm saying? And I know I'm probably going on like a rant and a tangent, but I'm really passionate about this stuff. Like, I feel so much happier. I'm more peaceful. And throughout this process, you can build your boundaries up. You can sit there and know your non-negotiables. You can build your list. Like, make yourself happy. And this is not an excuse for you to stay in the house either, because that's the biggest thing I'm learning now. Like, just because, like, still go out to dinner. I just took my mom out to dinner yesterday, and we were just looking at couches and looking at furniture and stuff like that. Still go outside. But I feel like also me, like, trying to grow as a person, I also know myself. Like, the reason why I feel like I can't be in no relationship right now is because I'm so much of a lover girl. Like, I still be going, and if I love a man, he gonna get the treatment of like I'm only on the long term shit. Like, I'm really only on the long term stuff. Like, I can't just be doing a little sneaky link. I can't do it. Like, I thought I could do it. It's not me. Like, it's not me. Like, I want somebody that I can kiss up on, hug up on, love up on. I want to cook for my man. I want to make sure, like, if it's the right man, I want to make sure that man don't lift a finger. I'm gonna make sure that he is completely good. I'm gonna love him down. I want to hear about his day. I want to see how he feel. I want to be that person's person. You get what I'm saying? I want my person to be my person. And I feel like with a lot of the men that's out here, like I feel like a lot of men out here don't even really know what a relationship is really supposed to consist of. Like, really, they not ready for the amount of love that I am. So I don't even feel like I should even be giving myself out freely, even to be you're not ready for this type of love. Like, you're not ready for this level of dedication. And I'm not trying to close myself off from that, but I feel like I got stuff that I got to deal with as a person, like as a person, before I can even do that. Because I also got to be better with how I choose to give that love out, because that's how I am, just so naturally. I love to give to people. I love to care for people. I love to see how their day is. I'm so like that naturally, that sometimes I be getting my feelings hurt giving that to the wrong person. And I'm trying to build up my discernment. I'm trying to build up because I don't want to even turn into a mean person. I don't want to turn into a person that is so hard, or feeling like I gotta toughen up to give this love, you know what I'm saying? And or I feel like I gotta be mean to give to in order to, I don't know how to explain it. Like, you sometimes that society will make you feel like you have to be this hard. Oh, you can't get this love, or you gotta you gotta spend a certain amount of money to get this. I don't want to feel like that. I want somebody that makes me feel safe in order for me to feel like that. I want my love to be reciprocated, and I hate when my love is not reciprocated. I'm the type of person, like, oh dang, I want to do that so bad, but I know you don't act right. Like, Valentine's just went past. I was like, I'm such a loving and giving person. I'm like, dang, like, I want to go out to dinner, and I want to do the balloons, and I want to do the flowers, and I want to spend time with this person. I want to do this. I want to buy them something. I want to go get them a watch, or go get them some cologne or something like that. But for me to want to do all those things, for this person not even, for me to not be a second thought, like, not for you to not even tell me happy Valentine's Day, is crazy. Are you serious? Are you dumb? Like, what? Like, I want a thoughtful man. Like, I want a man that knows how to treat a woman, and I don't know where that's at. I just feel like I just need to continue to work on myself. I'm gonna be fine. I'm in the gym. I'm in the gym every other day. I'm going to just continuously work on myself until my husband find me. Until we cross paths, because maybe he also dealing with some stuff. He still gotta get some stuff out his system. Maybe he still got some learning he gotta do. We just not ready to meet each other. And it's not another thing with a lot of this stuff. I feel like society make you feel like that you gotta be so pressured to have stuff on the timeline. What you rushing for? You know what I'm saying? Like, I see it because I work with women on a regular basis. I be seeing these 22, 23, 24-year-olds having babies. I'm not even gonna fake with you. I can't even think about having a child right now. Like, it's so much work. that you can put in yourself as a woman. Like, it's so much work that you can put into yourself as a person in general. If you truly wanted to learn yourself and grow yourself, and that's your passion, like that's what you're gonna prioritize, it's so much things that you can work on as a person. There's so much work that it is as a person, and you single. I couldn't imagine doing all that with a person that's dependent on me. I don't even depend on me. Like, not even saying I can't, but I'm saying I can't even take care of myself sometimes. Like, making sure that I'm doing my skincare routine, doing this routine. I can't even fit in a child right now. I'm too selfish right now. For me, I'm gonna pay what I need to pay for, and then I'm gonna go buy me something from Amazon. I'm going to go get my nails done. I'm gonna go get my toes done. I'm gonna go to the mall. I'm gonna go get me some soaps. I'm gonna go get me some candles. I'm gonna go get me some scrubs. That's just the place in my life right now. I don't want to go buy no baby clothes. I don't want to go buy no Pampers. I don't want to buy no cradle. I don't want to buy no baby bed. I don't want to do none of that. I want to go buy me a new perfume. And that's just the type of person I am right now. I don't have the capacity to give that to nobody else. I would love to have a relationship, but I want to be ready for that relationship, because I feel like if you present yourself as too nice of a person, people are going to walk over you. People are not going to appreciate it. And then you get your feelings hurt, and then you want to go crawl into your little hole again of being like, see this why I'm not a good person, or this is why I can't love them, or you know what I'm saying? You gotta be open to love, but you gotta also be guarded with your love. And I don't think that I don't know how to guard my love yet. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to guard it. I'm trying to build up the criteria of this love. Like, this love is so exclusive. Everybody can't get this love, because some people don't know how to act when they get it, or they take advantage of it, or they can't reciprocate. I want no pause. I want, if you can't reciprocate my energy, leave me alone. You know what journey, like, I'm gonna tell you straight up what journey I'm on. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I want. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I need. If you can't give me that, leave me alone. Just let me go sit in my bubble. If you not ready for that amount of commitment, leave me alone. That's where I am. If you can't buy me stuff, I'm gonna buy myself stuff. If you not trying to spend time with me, I'm gonna spend time with myself. If you not trying to do this and that, leave me alone. Don't bother me. Let me stay in my bubble then. But I'm going on a whole tangent. We were supposed to be talking about decentering men for my life. It's so many things, and I'm pretty sure we can continuously have topics about this stuff. I could talk about this stuff all day. Hopefully you guys like this video and me coming back. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.